Jackie Jones, and we're filming our very first episode of Our Favorite Places. And I'm here today with Katie Walton, and she has a brand new company called Jars, located in Barrie's South End. Now Katie, I have to say, when I first saw Jars launch 5 weeks ago on Facebook, it got my attention immediately. And when I say immediately, I got in my car that day and I went looking for your store. And I was very pleased with what I found in your store, because with a job like mine where I'm working 80-90 hours a week, I'm constantly looking for on-the-go fast food that's not fast food, that's clean and healthy, that I'm able to eat, that's very accessible in the very limited 20 minutes that I may have in between appointments. So not all things healthy taste good. So that's why I had to jump in my car right away and taste your jars for myself to see if this is something that I can eat on a daily basis when I'm pressed for time. So I was very pleased to tell you that actually every jar I've had so far tastes phenomenal.
Yes.
So I know you've only launched your business 5 weeks ago, and within that 5 weeks I've been watching you on Facebook and popping into the store and talking to you, and your business is taking off like wildfire. So there's a lot of people in Barrie that are missing Jars if they haven't been in there yet. So how did you come up with the concept for Jars?
The concept of Jars was birthed really out of necessity, and it was for people much like yourself who are busy on the go. We're all pressed for time nowadays. So I knew personally for myself that I needed to come up with a solution for myself, and that was something that I could have that was quick, easy, fresh, and delicious at the same time. And that's how Jars came into being.
Now, absolutely delicious. And for those of you who have already been into Jars or following Jars on Facebook, you will know that Katie is constantly adding new jars to the menu on a daily basis. How do you come up with these delicious jars? Because once again, I have to get back to flavor. They are definitely packed with flavor. They are not flavorless. And to be able to create so many new recipes on a daily basis, where do these come from?
Absolutely. Well, I think in order to eat clean and to eat healthy, which is something that we're all trying to do with our lives, it has to be fun, it has to be delicious, or else we're just not going to stick to it. So I took it kind of as a challenge, a way that I could take some recipes that maybe were not necessarily as healthy, but still tasted good, and revamp them a little bit. So basically, with every single jar that I create, I just take a plethora of different fresh, locally sourced as much as possible ingredients, mash them together. I take recipes that need a little bit of cleaning up and I revamp them, and voila.
So Katie, I know you have 3 different main jars that you carry: your meal jar, your breakfast jar, and your dessert jar. Firstly, we're going to touch upon your meal jars. We have some in front of us. Also too, I believe all your jars are gluten-free.
Correct.
And organic.
Correct.
And some are vegan as well.
That's right, absolutely.
Okay, and you do also have some like the Trevi, which is really good for post-workouts.
Absolutely. Okay. Yes, I wanted to be able to come up with something that was easy for, like you said, pre-post-workout, for lunch, for dinner. So this jar here is the Trevi. It's probably one of our most popular, and it's basically my spin on the traditional spaghetti and meatballs. It's a high-protein, low-carbohydrate jar, locally raised meat, and instead of your typical pasta, there is zucchini noodles.
A good low-carb choice for post-workout. And that's what people need to know with Jars. If you haven't been there yet and you're trying to, you know, we're all coming out of winter and we've all probably packed on a few pounds, myself included. So coming out of the winter, everybody's looking for a healthy alternative way to eat. So if you haven't been into Jars yet, I recommend that you strongly go into Jars and try out one of their meals, regardless of what you're looking for. If you're a vegetarian, she has vegetarian jars. If you're looking for a post-workout jar, you could find that too. And if you're an early riser and you can't get your breakfast made at home before you exit the door, like myself, I really like to come in and get the breakfast jars as well, especially the coconut ones, my favorite.
So, how does one eat a jar? Eating a jar is quite simple. All it requires is removing the lid, dumping the jar into your plate, bowl, dish, whatever it is that you're eating out of. Now this is a heat and eat, so this one you would heat up. And that's all that's required.
So Katie, in front of us we have some of your breakfast line. What does your breakfast line entail?
Perfect. So yes, these are a few of the breakfast jars that we have. I also consider them to be snack jars as well because they really can be eaten at any time of the day. They're high protein, low sugar, all natural fresh ingredients. So what we have actually plated here is the lily jar. This is lemons, raspberries, chia seeds, steel cut oats, and we put it in this bowl here just to show actually how much is in a jar. You get quite a bit out of it.
And what flavors do you have with us today?
Perfect. So the other flavors that I have today are chocolate macaroon. This one is a vegan jar. It is made with coconut milk base with raw organic cocoa and some shredded coconut, no added sugar. That's about it. It's also got chia in it as well, boosts the protein intake. The ruby is a mixed berry with a vanilla base to it. Same with the chia and the steel cut oats as well.
Awesome. And you have a total of how many jars complete in the breakfast line?
There are 8 jars in the breakfast line right now, but it is growing weekly, so.
Yeah, and they're also great as snacks too, because I do stop by midday and grab one of these for a boost of energy throughout the day.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is definitely, I would say, the most exciting part of jars. People get really excited about the dessert line. So the whole concept behind jars, of course, is to eat clean and to eat healthy. However, I am a big believer in moderation and balance, so enter the dessert line. A lot of the ingredients that I use, though, I don't use any white sugar. I use ingredients that would probably surprise you. I can do a lot with an avocado. And so these are just a few examples of some of the desserts that we do.
Awesome. So do you want to take us through a couple of the flavors that you do provide?
Sure, absolutely. So we kind of hit a variety from fruity flavors to chocolate to butter pecan. There's something for every taste bud. So I can go through a few of the really popular ones. This one right here, as you can see, is a butter pecan jar, and it is topped with a beautiful butter tart.
That's amazing.
And this one here for the chocolate peanut butter lover. This one's filled with all sorts of goodness and chocolate and peanut butter, like I said, so that one's very popular. The key lime pie is a huge hit. It's nice and light and fresh, so people really love that one. Same with the summer fling, which is our cheesecake that we do, topped with a mix of berries. Cheeky monkey's popular, banana cream pie, pretty much you name it, and we cover it all.
That's great. Now, Katie also does these for events.
Absolutely.
So she will cater weddings, birthday parties, baby showers. So for more information, you can contact Katie over at Jars, and she'd be happy to help you out with your event. Katie, I'd like to thank you for helping us videotape our very first episode of our favorite places. And the very purpose of our episodes of our favorite places and our favorite things is because we want you, the viewer, to try what we like, because we've already tested and put it through the trial. And in honor of that, for the whole month of May, if you like and share this video simply below, you will be entered into a contest to win a week's worth of jars free of charge. So all you have to do again is just like and share this video below to enter. Also, if you'd like to come in and try jars for yourself, Katie is developing a new jar for the month of May, which will be called the Jackie Jones jar.
And as we mentioned earlier, for the month of May, when you stop into Jars and purchase a meal jar, you will get the exclusive Jackie Jones jar. This is something that we're running just for the month of May, and it is a delicious, healthy version of a strawberry and raspberry cheesecake. Red and white, just like Jackie Jones herself.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for tuning in today for our very first episode of Favorite Places here with Katie from Jars. And I have had my eye on this key lime jar the whole time, so I'm about to dig in. So signing off from the Jackie Jones team. Hope to see you next time.